Everyone wants to find the right person for themselves, but what if we collectively try to become the right person instead? Becoming the right person is not about being perfect, but it's about aligning your actions, values, and mindset with the person you aspire to be. It requires self awareness to understand your strengths, weaknesses, and goals, and the discipline to grow in the areas that matter the most. The right person is someone who takes responsibility for their life, embraces challenges as opportunities for growth, and remains open to learning. It's about building healthy habits, fostering meaningful relationships, and staying true to your core values even when it's difficult. And what better time could it be to try to become that person than right now? We are at the start of 2025. This year should only be about locking in, working, focusing, healing, being happy, and most importantly, trying our best to become that right person, not for anyone else, but for ourselves, our future. To be honest, we are addicted to our own suffering. We wake up every day, perform the same actions, relive the same emotions, the same fears, and call it reality. But actually, what we call reality is just the past on repeat projected onto the present. And we hardly notice it because it is comfortable to staying being lazy. We keep asking for change, but we are unwilling to give up the identity that is built around our negativity. So let's not waste another year doing the same old stuff. Let's make this year 2025 our year. Destroy the old you before it destroys you. So here's a guide that I have prepared, and I feel like this guide could help you guys as well as me to become and evolve into the versions we want ourselves to be. So the first thing we have is define yourself and your vision. Who you truly are and what is something that you want to do. Defining yourself or studying yourself is about getting to know who you really are. Your values, habits, strengths, and emotions. Self-reflect. Take time to think about your experiences and how they have shaped you. Ask yourself questions like, what makes me happy, or what do I avoid and why? So I would suggest you guys to sit at a comfortable and quiet place, take a journal, and journal yourself. Journal about your habits, your behaviors, the patterns you use. If you like something, what is the reason behind that? Why do you like that thing? If you don't like something, what is the reason that you don't like that thing? If you are in a situation and that situation triggers you, so what is the reason behind that trigger? Understanding all these small things about yourself can really help you understand yourself at a deeper level. Writing these thoughts down can really help you understand yourself. Pay attention to your habits and patterns. Notice how you spend your time, how you respond to stress, and what constantly brings you joy or frustration. Identifying these tendencies help you understand what is something that is working for you and what is something that is not working for you. Tune in with your feelings, what triggers them and how you react. This can help you respond more intentionally instead of just reacting in the moment. Self-study is about growth, not perfection. Understanding yourself, studying yourself, self-reflect, defining yourself also helps you to define your vision as well. Defining yourself is key to shaping your vision because it gives you a clear sense of who you are and what you want out of life. When you take the time to understand your values, passions, strengths, and weaknesses, you start to see what truly matters to you. This self-awareness helps you set goals that are authentic and aligned with your core beliefs rather than being influenced by what others expect of you. Knowing yourself also helps you recognize your unique abilities and limitations. This also allows you to create a vision that feels achievable and fulfilling rather than unrealistic or disconnected from reality. It gives you clarity and focus so you're not just chasing random ideas but working towards something that genuinely excites and motivates you. And defining yourself also builds confidence. When you know who you are and what you stand for, you're very less likely to be swayed by outside pressure. You can pursue your vision with purpose because it comes from a place of authenticity. Self definition provides the foundation for creating a vision that's meaningful, personal, and aligned with the life you truly want to live. The next thing we have on this guide is growth mindset. A growth mindset is essential to becoming the person you want to become or the version of yourself you want to become because it shapes how you approach challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. With a growth mindset, you believe that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This belief pushes you to step outside your comfort zone and see failures not as roadblocks but as stepping stones for growth. When you embrace a growth mindset, you stop seeing limitations as permanent. Instead, you recognize that with the right mindset and actions, you can improve. For example, if you struggle with a skill and a growth mindset encourages you to practice, seek help, and learn rather than giving up. This resilience is what drives personal growth and helps you evolve. It also opens the door to continuous self improvement. You start to value learning and curiosity, which means you're always looking for ways to improve yourself, whether it's through developing new skills, gaining knowledge, or working on your relationships. This constant growth is what moves you closer to your best self. And most importantly, a growth mindset helps you handle criticism and setbacks with grace. Instead of letting challenges define you, you use them to refine yourself. Becoming your best version isn't about being perfect, it's about consistently growing and striving. A growth mindset fuels that journey and helps you unlock your full potential over time. Also, prioritize emotional intelligence. In a world driven by relationships, emotional intelligence is crucial. Practice self-awareness, empathy, and effective communication to connect deeply with others. Number 3, build healthy habits and cultivate essential skills. Building healthy habits and cultivating essential skills isn't about overnight transformation. It's about small, consistent actions that add up over time. Start by setting clear goals, but make them realistic. Instead of aiming to get in shape, commit to a 15-minute daily workout. Instead of reading more and more, start with 5 or 10 minutes a day. Small wins build momentum. And never forget, discipline beats motivation. You won't always feel like doing the hard things, but showing up anyway is what separates growth from stagnation. Make habits easy to stick to. Stack them onto existing routines. Want to journal daily? Do it with your morning coffee. Or if you want to learn a new skill, attach it to something you already do, like listening to a language podcast on your commute. And surround yourself with the right influences. The people, content, and environment you expose yourself to shape your mindset. Follow those who inspire you. Limit distractions and create spaces that encourage progress. Progress isn't linear and setbacks will happen. The key is to not let a bad day turn into a bad week. Instead of beating yourself up, reset and move forward. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Growth isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about becoming the person who thrives on learning, discipline, and self-improvement. The best version of yourself or the right person isn't a final form, it's a lifelong pursuit. And lastly, take responsibility for your life. Personally, I feel like taking responsibility for your life is so important. Taking responsibility for your life is the foundation of becoming the person you are meant to be. It means accepting that where you are right now, your successes, failures, habits, and mindset is largely a result of your own choices. That's not an easy truth to swallow, but it's also the most empowering one. If your decisions got you here, better decisions can take you somewhere greater. Start by dropping the blame game. It's easy to point fingers at circumstances, other people, or bad luck, but none of them changes your reality. Instead of focusing on what's out of your control, shift your attention to what is, your actions, your thoughts, and your attitude. And the same thing we talked about before, self-awareness is key. Take an honest look at your strengths, weaknesses, and the patterns holding you back. Are you stuck in toxic habits? Do you procrastinate? Do you let fear stop you from taking risks? Once you identify these things, own them. No excuses. Then create a plan to change. Now, are you guys understanding? all the steps I mentioned before, every one of them are connected to each other. And all of this starts and ends with taking responsibility for your life. So, this step is the most important one. Discipline and consistency separate those who want to improve from those who actually do. Motivation comes and goes, but showing up for yourself every day, especially when it's hard, is what builds character. Set goals, create structure, and hold yourself accountable. And finally, embrace growth. Taking responsibility doesn't mean being perfect, it means being committed to progress. Learn from mistakes, seek knowledge, and surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better. The moment you fully own your life, you realize something powerful. No one is coming to save you, but you don't need saving. You just need to step up.